1-minute transformation cream. So to anyone carrying like the full line yet, so this is all quite new to most of you. Okay, so this is good. No, this is awesome. So this is a kind of a multi-use product. The reason it was designed was for like second day hair. Like for your client, when you've given them a beautiful blowout and then they're like sleeping on their hair and it's going a little bit puffy or a little bit unruly, clients really struggle with that second or third day. They'll do anything. They put spray, water, oil, serum, spray, and they try and blow dry themselves. It all goes wrong. So this is the ideal solution because it's like an ultra light styling cream that you can just put in on that second day. So literally, again, I'll get you all to feel it because I just want everyone to kind of experience it just right now. And I'll just explain a little bit of the science. So, you know, it's style.
We have to wash our hands.
Sorry? Yes, exactly, yes. To leave nothing behind. Thanks, man.
And this thing can you put on dry or?
Yes, this is actually designed for dry hair. There you go. You made it. All right. I think this is the last one I'll have to do like this. Do you all feel how light it is? Because I tell you, back in the day when I was working a lot of shoots and things, we used to love this styling cream, and it was called Kale's Silk and Groom. I don't know if anyone's heard of it. You know Kale's the brand? Maybe it's more British, but this stuff was amazing because it was the only cream out there that we could change hair very, very quickly, like take curly hair straight or smooth out some hair or take puff out of hair. But the problem was, we'd use it and it would be great, but if you slightly use too much, I kind of call it like what hairdressers would call it, like you pass the point of no return. When you're like, damn, I put too much this cream stuff in, and you're literally trying to smoke it out of their hair. When you turn the client away from the mirror, you're like, what's that smoke? And you're like, just concentrate something else. You almost have to rewash the hair, okay? Because a traditional, and this happens with a lot of styling creams, and I do talk to a lot of hairdressers, and I say styling cream, they're like, oh God, here we go. Because styling cream traditionally, you have oils and moisture, okay? And to hold them together, you use a wax, like a waxy emulsifier, okay? That's how you make a cream. And that wax is what you heat up on your hands and you put in the hair. Yes, the oil and the moisture goes in, but you leave that build-up, that wax, and that's what I'm talking about. That's what you smoke out of the hair when you've used too much, okay? And then again, for a client, it's the worst because they put way too much in. They don't know what's going on. So this is clever because the oil and the moisture are actually suspended in sorry to go a little bit sciencey, it's suspended in a matrix that when you rub it on your hands, the actual natural salts in your hand break it down into minuscule little moisture droplets, and the salts in your hair. So you felt just where it is in your hand, it vanishes, right? It just feels weightless. And that's what's so cool about it. So you can take it and show it to your client the second day, and it will transform the texture of their hair. But in the salon, you can run it through waves. If you've done beautiful waves and you don't want to put a pomade on there because it's just going to weigh it down too much, you can just put it through. Say your beautiful waves, for example, and your virgin hair. Yeah, let's take a little bit of the cream, a little bit, and say you just wanted. They were just a little bit puffy and you just wanted to just pull a little bit through just to finish a few pieces. You see, you can just take it and it's just going to smooth it through, just going to give it a bit of shine and reflection, but it didn't kill the curls. You see, it didn't weigh them down, because if that was a wax, it would just go ooh, your curls would just be quite heavy, and it's just very, very light. But let me just show you a little thing here. I don't know if you'll all be able to see this. I don't like to go too heavy on the computer, but this one's quite interesting. It's one we shot a long time ago, but it really shows how your client could use this. And a great selling point is actually show your client when they first come in and they've got that rough textured hair. So look, can you all kind of see this? Mm-hmm. All right, thanks. I'm going to show you a quick alternative to blow drying your hair from soaking wet. We've got Robin here, and she's let her colour treated hair naturally air dry. I'm going to use the 1-minute transformation cream on dry hair. Take a little bit of the cream, run it through your hand, and run it through the hair. Simply take a flat brush, brush it through. Immediately, you can start to see the shine, reflection coming on hair. You can see it before when it's parched. What's that? No, I shot this in real time. I just told her to come with her hair like puffy.
Yeah, I've seen them do it live. It works.
Yeah. And then release it. You can see the shine, the reflection, the bounce, and where it was before parched, puffy texture. Now that is 1 minute to amazing. It's cool, right? It's just because it just takes the puff out, so it's cool for a client. I said on the second day. You don't believe it. I know it's like crazy. But it's real. I promise you. No, it's a genius product, and you'll know because you'll just use it in your everyday like salon, and then you'll really get into it. I mean, great if you've got natural curls like that, and you've diffused them all like beautifully. And maybe you've still got a little bit of something or a haze or you've slept on it, that cream is genius for that. And sometimes I actually, if I'm diffusing your hair and I wanted to get that natural curl come out, I would actually use the coconut cocktail first, wet, and then I'd actually mix the pop and lock and the 1 minute transformation on wet hair, just to confuse everybody. And I comb it through and I diffuse it or just let it dry naturally. Just as another little tip. Because sometimes when you're doing natural curls, you do need something a little bit more weighty for them, and that 1 minute just gives the pop and lock that kind of extra weight it needs to kind of form a nice natural curl. Everyone with me so far? So let's... Do you have a Kleenex maybe, or a towel?
Brother.
Oh yeah, look at that, genius. Okay. So these are fun. So these are the mousses. All right. Now, first of all, these mousses, they're alcohol-free, which is kind of cool. And then secondly, so personally, when my clients would come in and request like mousse, I used to hate it. I used to like cringe because I hate putting mousse on their hair. I mean, it's good because mousse is easy and it gives a ton of like guts and body to the hair. But in some cases, especially with color-treated hair, you literally feel like you're ripping and tearing the hair. It's like literally. I'm like, oh my God, it's horrendous, you know? So what Dr. Joe did, he looked at what was happening in a traditional mousse or say root lifter or something, and this is what it is. So there you go. I'll just let you break that for the crowd. So you can just crack them and break them in your hand. So I'll tell you what that is, Zane. That is a styling resin, okay? That's traditionally what you find in like mousses and root lifters and things. You see it's sticky and crunchy, right? So you know when you put a product in the hair and it feels a bit sticky and crunchy? That's exactly what it is. Dr. Joe showed me. He just bought a vat of it from like a hair ingredient company and dried it in little pallets. And that's what it turns out into. It's like insane. That is actually what they use in styling hair products. So what he did, instead of like a styling resin for the mousses, he used this, which is called a rosin, okay? And again, you can do it for the crowd, cheers man. So it's got this wonderful kind of flex to it. Yes, thank you, good. Just a reaction I was looking for, I like that. Cheers, man.
Oh, wow.
Good. Teamwork. So you get a lot of like body and bounce and guts from these mousses. That's what they're designed to do, give guts and life back to color treated hair using that kind of flexible kind of rosin. But as an added bonus, this is what's really cool about them. We got one for blondes, which you'll see there, has a lovely like lavender tone to it. And then for brunettes, and again, we can talk about our lovely clients, you know, when they come in and they think they see red, and it drives everybody insane, it makes us see red, right? It has like a teal color. So this neutralizes any yellow tones. And look, I'll let you, just you guys up front, just feel a little bit of these mousse, feel how light and fluffy they are. Totally different from a traditional mousse, right? Sorry. You feel it? It's very like different. It's fun, right?
You can play in the bathtub with it.
Play in the bathtub, yes, exactly. And look, you can see it just doesn't like dissipate, because you know a lot of mousses just dissipate into like water. and they're like horrible to use, but this doesn't. It just stays like nice and foamy. So this mousse is pretty simple, really.
How strong of a hold does it give?
I would say definitely a medium to good hold. Yeah, it's not going to be like a traditional, which is like rock, okay, which some people like need and like, maybe even for your own hair. You seem like you've got some cool thing going on there.
I need it to be like as firm as a helmet almost.
Yes, exactly. I think that's what we call like Lego hair. It's
Yes,
like literally
exactly.
So we're not going to take you there. There's special products for that have been around for years. Probably like some kind of like an old setting lotion or something would be good for that, you know, which I still love. They still have their place. So you're good there, and then this one I feel a bit sorry for. I call it like the unsung hero because it's the one when hairdressers use it. It's called raise the root, okay, to give some body to the hair, okay. But the thing is, traditional root lifters, just like that mousse, they're sticky. You know, you put them in the root, they're going to give body, but literally you start blow drying and they go like flaky white and like they're quite sticky. And the genius thing about this, you literally spray it in, you lift up the root, it gives a ton of body, but it's completely flexible. You can run your hands like through your hair back and forth, and the body kind of stays in there. I want to like can I demonstrate a little bit just on your hair so people can see it? Can I borrow this person's hairdryer here? Is that okay? Might just save time. Oh, amazing. Okay, we're off to a flying start here. It works. Okay. So I'm just going to demonstrate this just a little bit on dry hair, just because I can, and don't be scared to use this on dry hair. If you're ever doing like a comb out, like on second or third day blowout, or a wedding, or an updo, it's great for boosting a little bit in here or a little bit like in here. So you just simply like just take the root lifter and look, I just spray it, and I always spray root lifters close when I'm doing them to the root. And then I just take a comb and I just lift up. See, you can already see the body like coming up in the hair.
It's going to be like your prom picture from high school again.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, what was that? Did you bring it in? Look, we're getting somewhere. We're getting something here. It might not be quite what you want, but you know. But I mean, just look in the mirror, like already. Can you see that?
Yes.
I mean, isn't it like crazy? But there's no stickiness whatsoever. Like just feel, just touch. You feel? Let your close colleagues feel that? It's like crazy, isn't it? Look, you can just run a comb through it. And with root lifters, you generally can't. Like if I put one on there and dried it, especially dry, when it's really like concentrated. So if you're doing some kind of like, look, period, look, I mean, look, that's the fun. If you want to like have some fun.
Exactly your prom picture.
Yes, is that it? Man, I want to go to your prom, it sounded good. What was it, fancy dress? Alright. Look, let's just fix your hair back. But it's cool, right? So you can get a ton of body and great for like that second day and whatever you want to do, fix up some hair.